I chose WashU because it was the furthest away from home. I figured it was an experience to learn something fresh and do something new, and why not be halfway across the country. I'd never really experienced the Midwest of the United States. So first day I showed up at WashU was the first day of school, 1972. My most memorable experience as a student probably relates to the non-academic side of my college career. I learned to play music very well in college. I stood around the quad with my puppy and had a great time, met a lot of nice people. I minored in art history. I found it to be way harder than the sciences. You had to learn so much and memorize so much. My favorite professor was Dr. Fox. He was a biology professor, and he had foxes as pets. I used to go to his house and spend time with him, playing with his foxes and wolves. He was a wonderful influence. In fact, helped influence my major, which was biology with a subset of ethology, animal behavior. My field is New York City real estate, so perhaps studying animal behavior was a good basis upon which to get into the business.
Paul Pariser went on to earn an MBA and is a real estate entrepreneur who has acquired and developed over 12 million square feet of space and more than 3,000 housing units in New York City.
Paul and I know each other from Washington University. About 3 years ago, Paul and I reconnected again by deciding to put our hats into the ring for a joint venture proposal to New York City for a large development project in the Lower East Side, Manhattan. And to make a long story short, we were designated as the developers for that project. Paul has a couple of pretty outstanding characteristics. First of all, he has great integrity. When he takes something on, he commits and digs into it pretty deeply.
Mr. Pariser invests his time and philanthropy in the arts, culture, education, and in the well-being of neighborhoods such as the Meatpacking District of New York City. His most recent volunteer service award was for his work at the Aspen Art Museum.
They were trying to build a new museum, an ambitious 33,000-foot new building, and I took on the role as the building chair. It took 2.5 years of my life. I was 6'4" once. I'm now 5'10", I think.
As a volunteer, Mr. Pariser provides guidance to Washington University students in their career development and supports undergraduate scholarships.
I'm very grateful for the education and the time and the experiences that I have coming out of WashU. I'm particularly focused on supporting people who don't have the financial capability to go to a great school. I'm very lucky and blessed to have a healthy family. I'm very blessed to have a tight-knit group of friends, and my business is successful, thank goodness. It's exciting. I have a group of 40 or 50 people who work for Taconic who are great at what they do. I have such a thrill being able to come to work and put together real estate projects that are transformative for the city and that make a difference and that create something of luring and lasting effects.
He has a varied interest in the arts, in the sciences, sports, family, friends, business. Paul was a director of the Whitney here in New York City, and I think it's great to see Paul have these kind of passions, a lot an arts and sciences approach to things well beyond his basic business endeavors.